Good morning, everybody. How are you doing today? Happy Wednesday. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're safe. I hope you're surviving social distancing. My name is Odessa, and we are coming to you live from my apartment kitchen, where I'm going to talk a little bit about a easy, kid-friendly breakfast. I'm going to tell you ways that they can help you out with it. And I'm also going to give you a little bit of nutrition information as to why this is a good choice that's going to keep you full till lunch. So again, good morning. Go ahead and hit that share button if you've got friends or family who want to see what you're watching this morning, or who you think maybe need this little easy recipe tip. Okay, we will go ahead and get started. I chose this recipe this morning for a couple reasons. The first one is the flavors of peanut butter and bananas are just really nostalgic for me for some reason. I think I ate a lot of peanut butter and banana sandwiches when I was little. And so I've just been really craving a lot of peanut butter and bananas lately. So I wanted to go ahead and make this breakfast for you. The other reason why I'm showing you this morning is because I have a ton of peanut butter. So a couple weeks ago, when me and my husband were looking at what we wanted to stock up for as a good pantry staple, we both were at separate places and we accidentally bought peanut butter. So we have 2 giant things of peanut butter in addition to the peanut butter that we already had at the house. So I'm looking for peanut butter recipes like crazy. I've already made peanut butter cookies this week, and last night we had a stir fry with a peanut sauce. So I am on the hunt for peanut recipes, so this is another great way I'm going to use peanut butter in our breakfast this week. So, first of all, before we get started, we want to make sure that our hands are washed. Make sure you wash them in warm, soapy water for at least 20 seconds to be able to get all the dirt and germs off your hands. And go ahead and make sure all your utensils and surfaces are sanitized. Countertops are kind of a frequently touched surface, at least in my house. And I bet they probably are in yours as well. So go ahead and make sure your countertops are sanitized, they're cleaned off, as well as your utensils and anything you're going to be using today. So, again, this is a really easy breakfast recipe that your kids can help out with. So I'm going to show you a few things with a knife, but if your kids are not ready to handle a full metal knife, if you have a more blunt knife that you can have them use, or you can even have them use something like a popsicle stick to help you out with this recipe. So peanut butter is easy enough to spread with a popsicle stick, and then bananas are typically soft enough that you are able to slice them with a popsicle stick as well. So this is really something that the kids can get involved with and help you making breakfast in the morning. So we'll go ahead and get started. As you can imagine, it's a pretty simple recipe, but I want to go ahead and talk about the different elements of it and why this can be a really good recipe for you. So first of all, selection of tortillas is important. So at our grocery store, they were out of all the other kinds of tortillas except for flour, but what I would typically buy is whole wheat tortillas. And the reason for that is whole wheat tortillas are going to provide you with more fiber. And the reason for that is there are 3 parts to the wheat berry or the wheat kernel. So there's the bran, the endosperm, and the germ. And white flour only uses the endosperm. And then whole wheat flour preserves the bran, and so it provides you with more fiber. So that's why we want to choose whole wheat when we can, because it does provide you with extra nutrition that white flour just doesn't have. So again, I chose white tortillas this morning because it was all our grocery store had, but I would typically choose whole wheat. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and we're going to put our peanut butter So again, selecting peanut butter is just as important. There are lots of different brands out there. There are lots of different labels on all the peanut butter, so you want to make sure that you're kind of doing your due diligence and picking the right peanut butter for your family. And what I mean by that is you want to be reading the nutrition label on that peanut butter and making sure that there is no added sodium and it's low in added sugars. So sodium and sugar, added sugars, are a couple things that we really want to watch out for when selecting things like peanut butter. I've mentioned it before in yogurt, but companies can really sneak in a lot of sugar in there, and we want to make sure that, especially for breakfast, we really have control over how much sugar is going into us early in the morning. Okay, so we've got our peanut butter spread over half, and then let's see if I can get a new knife for this. So we've got our peanut butter spread over half, and then we're just going to take our bananas and slice them nice and thin. And the really great thing about choosing a banana for this type of recipe, well, first of all, it's delicious with peanut butter. But besides that, bananas themselves are also full of fiber. They're full of fiber, they're full of potassium, they've got a lot of vitamin C in them and vitamin B6. So bananas are a really great option to start your morning off with. And then when you couple that with peanut butter that's got plenty of protein in it and a whole wheat option for grain, you've got all that fiber, then you've got that kind of what I like to call my magical combination of protein and fiber. And that is going to keep you full until lunch. So whether or not you've got kids who you're trying to keep full until lunch, or if you are just trying to keep yourself full and focused on work until lunch, or you just need to keep yourself powered up to follow the kids around, you want to choose a breakfast that's got both fiber and protein in it. And again, that's really going to fuel you all morning. So then, because you could absolutely use a knife for this, but I really like using pizza cutter. It's a little fun, gives you nice clean lines. You go ahead and slice up your breakfast quesadilla, and there you have it. And the other good thing about this is it's a little self-contained, so hopefully if you've got little ones and they're picking something up and maybe leaving the table with it and walking around, hopefully this will kind of keep everything contained right in their hands, and hopefully at least contain the mess a little bit. So other things you can do with this recipe, you don't have to just use bananas. I've made this recipe with blueberries before. You can also use strawberries. I love strawberry and peanut butter together. But you can also top it with some other things. So before you close it up, here's some ground cinnamon, and that'll add a nice depth to the flavor of it. And it also kind of tricks you into thinking that there's maybe some extra sweetness included into it. So that's a really fun way to do it and make your recipe kind of unique to what your family needs. So anyway, here are your breakfast quesadillas, bananas, and peanut butter. I hope you enjoyed this recipe this morning, and you will think about different ways to use your pantry staples, such as peanut butter, and provide you and your family with a healthy breakfast that will keep you full till lunch. Thank you so much for watching. Stay with our page. We're posting lots of good tips and tricks and cooking techniques, as well as nutrition information. And we are going live tomorrow with dinner. So we'll show you how to make one of our signature dinner recipes. Thanks for watching. Bye now.